Alright, how's it going everybody? KSB3 here with another video for you. So pretty much in this video it's pretty much gonna be like a discussion of the next gen consoles, the Wii U, PS4, and the Xbox One. This video is gonna be about the Wii U, and pretty much in this I'm just gonna talk about what I actually think about the Wii U as of right now, and if I think it's gonna have a strong year or something like that. It's pretty much gonna show, I guess you say, my thoughts of or my opinion of how the Wii U will, uh, do the, pretty much my thoughts of how the Wii U is going to do this year. Should have a big year and stuff like that. Just talking about some stuff about that because I really want to, just talk about the status of the next generation consoles, how I think, it'll be played out, and the positions and stuff like that. So let's begin with the Wii U. Now the Wii U has been out before the PS4 and the Xbox One. It came out in the end of 2012. It was some good. It's a good thing, a bad thing about that when it actually released. One reason is Nintendo. It released its first next gen console before Sony and Microsoft's PS4 and the Xbox One, so they had the first time to actually show the world what they can do. They're the first ones to show the new generation console, their power supply, their games and stuff like that. And it was a pretty good thing. But the thing was, we didn't know what games were actually coming to it. We didn't know if the games, we didn't know the whole library of games coming to it at first. Now, because at E3 they was talking about a Nintendo Land and I think one more other game, but they wasn't really going in depth of what games they were actually going to put on Nintendo Wii U, and what games will be available and stuff like that. Now, when the Wii U actually launched and dropped, there was a very limited. I can't remember how many games were in there. It was pretty much quite a few. But the thing is, when the Wii U was actually released that day on launch day, they didn't. Many of the games were still getting developed, and that was actually a big question mark for everybody because why would you release a Nintendo game or a Nintendo console, next generation console, and most of your games are still being development? There's some games should already available on the fly, and let's say half of the games, some games they was thinking about like 4 or 5, 6 games, exclusively for Nintendo, uh, should be, probably, in development time, and we might get news about it in the next E3. And I think that's right there. It's actually kind of hurt them. They was actually, when the Wii U console came out, there was a very small, low supply of games. Now, as we fast forward, of last year, one of the big things I think they could have had, but they didn't have it, was an E3 conference. I think at Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Nintendo was the only one that didn't have a conference. They had this little, I don't know, small little convention or something like that, and I don't even think it was like online. I think they were having like some private conferences, something very small and stuff like that. Because I think the Nintendo wanted to do something completely different than Microsoft or Sony. I kind of actually explained that, but this is pretty much a very opportunity for them to actually, I think it was a very good opportunity for them to actually show what they can, what games they can add to their Wii U or stuff like that. Because right now Wii U, it was still out, it was still new. Microsoft and Sony didn't have anything to answer for yet because they were still in development of their consoles. They still could have provide something, and can somehow get on top slightly a little bit. But then when I think the very key part was actually with the games itself. Now the gamers, Nintendo, people who support Nintendo, and just gamers in general, we buy video games consoles to play video games, and pretty much there's not a whole lot of video games at this moment on the Wii U to actually play and stuff like that, and to be that's pretty much one of the main things about it. There's some people I know that still support Nintendo. You still got people out there saying they're tired of this because they want games, and Nintendo is not really doing that at the moment. And I think of this year, they should finish off strong because they do got, I think, 3 AAA games. To my mindset right now, they have Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which actually was released was actually supposed to be released last year, but they got delayed. And of course, Reggie from Nintendo stated that you can play as Cranky Kong. at the VGX 2013 awards. And from out of that, there's Mario Kart 8, which I did a video on. It seemed to be rumored sometime in spring, like March 31st, including to the website or something like that. That's actually going to be a very good game as well. And also the Super Mario Smash Bros. Games coming out for the Wii U and also for the 3DS, which is pretty much one of Nintendo's very big franchises there right now when it was actually introduced on the 64. So I think at the end of this year, I think it should have some momentum. I think it has a lot of stuff. They just need to provide the games in that scenario. Bring back some of the classic stuff. Many people are tired of Mario. Legend of Zelda was pretty much all right, but it's not really getting as much, I don't know, more games provided than Mario because every year we see a Mario game. And I'm not really trying to bash anything about Mario, but there's a lot of Nintendo classics out there like Star Fox, F-Zero, probably Ice Climbers and stuff like that. Star Fox, they can bring some of that back, some of those classics back, and just do something with it. Metroid Prime, they have a lot of stuff. Nintendo have a lot of games on their resume, but they're still sticking with the same games. They need to branch out a little bit more, and probably at E3 they can probably branch out and start introducing like a new Star Fox or a new F-Zero, a new Metroid Prime. I love Metroid Prime, by the way. And I think they're gonna have a very good year, if they still include the games. So we just gotta see how this thing's going on. So that's pretty much my outlook of how the Wii U would do this year, and I think it should have a very strong year and actually get them under the hump. Right now, they're like the underdogs right now, but compared to the PS4 and the Xbox One. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this discussion video. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. And what games are you looking forward to for the Wii U? So thank you for watching. KSB3, as always, have a wonderful day.